finally decided to load. Alright, well now we can start the crazy class subjective tier ranking. Anyways. I say subjective because this is completely based on my opinion on what I've faced and used. I don't really use crazy class as much. Did I miss a tier list? If you missed the solar tier list, yeah, we did that earlier. It is posted on YouTube though, so you can go check that out if you want. So starting off, we have aerobics instructor. This is a very solid card that can grow out of control. This is probably like, it's a pretty good card. I might put this in A tier. High B. I'll leave this at low A tier for now. This thing kind of goes crazy. A lot of the heroes in crazy class has dance off, and if you pair this with dance off, it can just grow crazy. Very, very risky turn 2. Indeed it is. Plants can develop tempo on that turn 2, or they can just berry blast it. But if this thing gets unchecked, it just grows out of control. Backup dancer. Now, I can't exactly put this in F tier because it does have some dancing synergy. It's probably like one of the more budget 1/1s, unlike Bellflower. This might have to go in probably D tier for now. It can't be any higher than that. It synergizes with like Flamenco, but like it's a 1/1 that has no special buffs, so it's just gonna be in D tier. Okay, now we have binary stars. This card is so like OP, but it's also very easy to remove because of its low HP. This card right now, we're gonna leave it at a high A tier. It's a potential low S tier, but this card is very, very good. Like with any direct damage cards, if you're playing aggro in crazy class, this card can be like actually lethal. Now we have Barrel of Deadbeard. This card paired with Infinity's Barrel of Barrels, it can just wipe the field, or Laser Base Alpha. But besides that, this card is pretty good. I mean, for controlling wise, but if the plants actually don't do anything with it, yeah, it can just be left on the field and clog a lane, which is kind of sad. But regardless, if it does, the barrel does get popped, it leaves a 4/3 Deadbeard on the field, and that's still pretty good. Mid A tier, I think it's like a low A tier or like a high B tier card, mostly because of how it can counter Cycle Cap. 2 brain 4/3 ain't bad at all. Indeed it's not, but the thing is it has to be played defensively, and zombies play first, which is kind of weird. So it would be like countering a plant play last turn, but it's not bad at all. Pairing up with Gas Giant, yes indeed, it can get paired with Gas Giant to deal damage to the entire field. All right, next we have Bomb Imp. This is a card that's extremely risky to play. I don't really see this card at all now because it's kind of a budget card, and it can't even get paired with any Imp synergy because it just dies the next turn. So unfortunately, this is probably like a low C tier, high D tier, high risk, high reward. Am I late? Not exactly. Bomb Imp does pair with some of the Hardy class cards, as well as Escape Through Time. It can like survive this one turn, but like it's just not really worth running. Doesn't really pair well with any of the Imp synergies because it just kind of dies. Now we have Bungee Plumber. This card is probably, considering the meta right now, this might be an S tier card or an A tier card. It's tough because there's Sunshroom, there's Seedling, there's so many cards that it can counter. It's probably going in S tier, despite the it versus Berry Blast, but it just counters so many things. It can counter the water lane, it can win you lethal. It's probably a low S tier or a high A tier. We're gonna leave it at that for now. Auto include in most decks, indeed. K Explosion, this is very sad. This card has literally like no use. It's just the worst version of Sizzle. I don't even see any point in using this because it's just a nerfed Sizzle. Sizzle does, it's a 3 cost for 5 damage, and this is a 4 cost for 4 damage. So the zombie side just got scammed. So until this gets like, becomes Sizzle like value, it's just not gonna go above F tier. There's no point in using this. I would scrap all of any of these exploding K Explosions in your inventories. There's just no point. So now we have Sugary Treat. This is actually a very solid card, but compared to Healthy Treat, I don't think it's as good just because of how easy it is to still remove the crazy card. It's probably a high C tier or a low B tier. It's just not as good as Healthy Treat. I'm just gonna put it as a high C for now. Now we have this oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Wait, hold on. I never use this guy. He's a barrel though. I know that for sure. This imp, overshoot imp called Loose Cannon, indeed. Okay. Yeah, I just don't really use him, but he is good paired with Imp Commander because you can directly hit face. The starter of all aggro decks. Yeah, but I think, what else does he even pair with? Okay, he pairs with Imp Commander. He can pair with Disconaut, which makes him Bullseye Overshoot, which is very good. Besides that, I don't really see any other synergies. High C tier again. This card is kind of difficult because it is barrel card. Is it a dancing? No, it's not a dancing, so it's got to be lower. If it was dancing, that would make it more value, but it's just got to be C tier. Now we have the Chickening. This is kind of sad, but it can come in clutch sometimes. But considering the fact that Gizzard Lizard is a thing, this thing gets severely outclassed. So we're probably just gonna leave it at a D tier. Probably better than Bomb Imp. Now we have Cuckoo Zombie. This card is just like the better Zappercot. I don't even know why Zappercot exists. I mean, it's not horrible. Oh yeah, rest in peace Clock Synergy. The Fry 'em Up reference. This is just like, it's not very useful. E tier. It's probably just gonna get left in C. Like, I guess the budget deck players in the lower ranks use him, but besides that, he's kind of just useless. I mean, he's just high damage. He's just a high stat card. He has no tribe. Oh yeah, pet synergy though, but like, meh. It's just not that good. Conman is high A tier or S tier right now. This card is like so oppressive. Probably, I would say a low S tier. This is one of the most oppressive cards in the game right now. Conman is just way too good. The whole like meta right now in the game is card draw, and Conman just completely counters that. So he's going in low S tier. I wouldn't say he's like broken, but Clock Zombie on the heist to counter Cabbage Pult. But yeah, but the thing is, he only has 1 HP, and he doesn't do anything besides his high stats. That's the problem with Cuckoo Zombie. Now we have Orchestra Zombie. I don't really see this one get played at all unless someone's running a budget deck. And you have to have a lot of zombies on the field already. So this card is just not that great at all. It's probably going to go, I think, lower C tier, perhaps. Thanks for the Rose, Cole. Winged Swabby S tier. Yo, what? All right, now we have Conga Zombie. This one's very solid, actually. I'm probably going to put this at a B tier. Yeah, Orchestra is kind of too expensive for what it does. If it was a 3 cost, then it would have high potential. Now, Conga's being put in B. It's practically 3 damage. Like, if you, like, place this against something, against a plant, like, if you place it in front of a plant, it's a potential 3 damage to the plant. So, like, it's really solid for 2 cost. Very good budget card as well for dancing. Now we have 1 damage buns. 3-2. No, 3-2 is still good though. But you can also pick which, like, where you want to hit. And some things just have 1 HP. I would say it's B. Now we have Cosmic Dancing Zombie. Yeah, no. This card is just too expensive. It can go in aggro decks just due to the overshoot, but it's just kind of sad. It might be around here somewhere. We're just gonna leave it at that. It's definitely low C tier, somewhere there. Now we have Stupid Cupid. 4 cost for a 4-2, but it can stop any plant doing damage for 1 turn. It's not the worst thing. It's probably a B or a C tier, low B tier, or high C tier. Winged Swabi S tier. No. He's probably higher C tier. I'll leave it at that. He can be low B tier, but anti-amphibious go. All right, now we have this what's it called? Oh my gosh. Wait, I forgot its name just because of how dead it is right now. It got nerfed. Didn't it used to do damage? Disco Dance Floor? Nah, this thing is super sad. The zombie has to get placed on it for it to actually get the overshoot. Yeah, the nerfed version, it does overshoot, I guess. It's probably better than the Cosmic Dancing Zombie, I'm not gonna lie. It does 2 instead of 3 for Disco Nut. It still has overshoot, it just does 2 damage. Yeah, it's not that great. I don't see this being run at all, besides like the bots that you face and like events and the actual like campaign version of the game. There's, I mean, it's got to be better than this. It's got to be better than Cosmic Dancing Zombie. All right, Disco Knot. Disco Knot is a very good card. Unfortunately, it's also as easy to remove. It's probably, in my opinion, somewhere in A tier, just because of the fact that it has one health. If it was like 2-2, then it would probably be as impressive as Conman, but Disco Knot right now for 1 HP, it's probably just gonna be an A. Disco Zombie, now this has the dancing synergy, and it also spawns the 1 backup dancer, which if you play with Brainstorm, I guess for some reason, if you do like Duck Stash or something, or you could do like a Gizzard Lizard Evo on it, but besides that, it's kind of just like bricking your hand. I don't really see any point in running this unless you're on a super tight budget. It's got to be in low C tier somewhere around there. Now we have Zombie's Best Friend. This card is actually not bad, but I don't really see anybody running it at all. It's definitely very mid. If you can get it from a summoning right next to a zombie, that's like kind of clutch, because then you have like 3 zombies on the field. It's probably up here somewhere. It's not that great though. Now we have Egg. So this is kind of difficult because it can just turn into like almost anything, but it does synergize well with Unlife, and Unlife can get very strong from this thing. So I would probably put this in. It also grows very well with Medulla, the environment that gives brains. I would probably put this at like a low A tier. Now we have Fruitcake. So Fruitcake is very sad because it got the nerf from 7 to 5. Now, it used to be S tier clearly, even though it gave the fruit card, and fruit cards can be very good, but now it's probably somewhere at the bottom of A or B. Let's see. It's probably a B tier now. It's just not very good. Now we have Flamenco. For what hero is this ranking for? This is just for the crazy class in general. Egg into Swabi. Make it do 7, but it can't hurt fruit plants. That's oddly specific. I don't know like people specifically running fruit synergy at all, so I don't think that would work very well. Now we have Flamenco. Flamenco can be a game winner, can be completely lethal for some people running it with dancing synergy. Honestly, let's see. I mean, based on like the crazy class itself is not in the meta right now. But honestly, it's kind of too like high cost for what it does. It might just be like a C tier, somewhere around here. It's a C tier. It's either high C tier or low B tier. It's kind of mid. Now we have Final Mission. This card got nerfed that you can't do the 4 damage to face. This thing kind of like does nothing now. It's gotta be in D tier somewhere around here with these kind of like useless to mid cards. It just really doesn't do anything now. I guess you can sacrifice if you're running a specific very niche deck with Barrel, like Barrel Deadbeard, or like any of these like zombies that you want to sacrifice. I guess it's not bad, but it's kind of just D tier right now. All right, next we have Fireworks Zombie. This is good for, this used to be really good for controlling Cycle Cap, but now I've never seen this getting played that much at all. It is good, but it's kind of out of the meta. It's probably like around here somewhere. We're gonna go back and adjust some of these, by the way. Synergy with Jester and Newspaper, yeah, it does have a good synergy with that. Use that guy with Deadly. The problem with using Fireworks with Deadly is you have to place him into Laser Base Alpha. That's the only way you can clear the board. Besides that, it doesn't do anything. Now, Foot Soldier Zombie is like, it's just a card that you see from Bad Moon Rising, and usually it's not even on Heights, so this is probably one of the worst cards. I'm thinking like low D tier, probably almost F tier at this point. But Soldier plus Firefight, that's not even like a good synergy. It's got to be down here somewhere. Oh yeah, well, also welcome to Big_Monkey from Twitch. Now we have Franklin-Tar or Franklin-Schwar? Which one is it? This zombie is very good now since he got the 2 splash damage, along with the old his old trait of getting 1/1 from any zombie getting destroyed. And Crazy Class already has a lot of zombies getting destroyed, so this is not actually a bad card at all. It's probably low A or high B tier, to be honest. I don't see a lot of people running this, but it's kind of underrated, to be honest. I think I'll just put it in B tier, high B tier for now. I think a lot of people run it with like type of sacrifice decks where you would run like Barrel or like Egg. Just a lot of throwaway cards. Final Mission, yeah, Final Mission it's just not as great as it used to be, because the 4 damage to the hero is such a big like difference compared to just doing it to a plant. It's just not as great. Now we have Garg Feast. Oh shoot, we got a follow on Twitch, can't see that. Garg Feast is probably, it's an A tier card if you can pull it off. Thanks for the follow to Big_Monkey. Do you know if splash damage works with strike through? What do you exactly mean by that? It's got to be like somewhere in A tier. There's kind of like no way to stop this trick from being played unless you have Dark Matter Dragon Fruit or Forget Me Nuts. Otherwise, besides that, this card just kind of, it's kind of just a lethal to the face. It's probably up here somewhere. I'll put it alongside Binary for now. Oh yeah, and Brain Nana, of course. All right, now we have, let's see, Gas Giant. This card is not used at all, and it's kind of the equivalent of Grapes of Wrath. It's kind of like just cheaper, and it's got 1/1 less stat. This is just like, yeah, it's mid. It's probably low B tier or high C tier. Besides that, I can't place it any higher than this just because of how out of meta it is. It's probably just high C tier for now. We're just gonna put that there for now. I would honestly prefer Grapes of Wrath over this card, just because of like the fact that it does 1/1 to everything. It's kind of weird. Now we have Hippity Hoppity Garg. This is actually a really good and underused card now. Like if there's 2 plants in an adjacent lane of Franklin Char, would the splash damage hit both of the plants? No, it does not hit both of the plants. If there is 2 plants in an adjacent lane, one has team up, Franklin Char does not hit the plant behind the first one. Yeah, so Hippity Hoppity Garg is probably somewhere in A tier. This card is very good now just because of the fact that it tosses 1 egg at the beginning of when you play it. That's kind of the difference before the balance patch. Honestly, I'm seeing it somewhere around here in A tier, probably mid A tier. Now we have Imp Throwing Garg. This is like, it's like the Garg that got left behind. I don't really see this like being played at all. Nobody plays this card unless let's say, yeah, I don't really see this card being played at all. It's probably low C tier or high D tier. It doesn't get enough usage because of like what it does. Summoning Swabbies, I guess, but like, what are you doing? Preparing for a BMR? Like, it's probably here somewhere. Final Mission maybe has more use than it. Well, we'll put it there for now. All right, now we have Jester Zombie. This is a very good aggro card. It works with Fireworks Energy. Indeed, it does. I haven't seen anybody run that before yet. But honestly, this is a pretty good card, especially if you play like a Z-Mech deck and you keep buffing this to do more damage and have more HP. Then the plants like actually have to worry about this. Usually, if it's a 1-5, it's just paying block meter. The plants aren't worrying about it. They just don't play anything in the lane. It's probably getting put somewhere in low B tier. Now, Gizzard Lizard is something completely different. This card has been changed completely with the do 2 damage to all plants. Now it's 3 damage to all plants. And this might be one of the better cards in the crazy class right now. Honestly, it could be up here probably. Gizzard Lizard... Everybody's thinking S. Now, the problem with Gizzard Lizard is the evil evolution. It costs 1 zombie to actually use it, which is kind of the problem with all evolution plants and zombies. But I feel like this is just like a lane clear. Like, completely, like, the whole field being gone is kind of crazy. I think I'll put it in low S tier. It's so good. Like, especially if you're using Brainstorm, you can teleport this in. It's just so good. All right, now we have is this Meteor Z? I think it's Meteor Z. Now, this is one of the like worst environments in Crazy Class, and I just don't see this like being used at all. It's probably just gonna be left in low C tier for now. I can't see this going any higher, guys. There's no reason to use this when there's Trapper Territory, or you could just conjure like better environments. And also Moonbase Z is better than Meteor Z. Meteor Z cannot be that good. It's just outclassed severely. Now Moonbase Z, on the other hand, is probably mid B tier, somewhere in B tier. It's not crazy, but 3 Overshoot is something to worry about, especially if you pair it with like Space Time or any card hitting face that like really pressures your opponent. Abracadabra, Space Time. There's probably some other cards. Maybe a Tomb Raiser Zombie in this environment functions the same way as Laser Base Alpha minus the deadly almost. Now we have Newspaper Zombie. This is one of the best budget growing like strength cards. For 2 cost, it's very solid. It's probably around B tier. You can pair this in a synergy with like Fireworks and Jester and it would work very well. It's probably better than Fruitcake. And having 4 HP is nothing to scoff at, just because of like that's a lot. That takes like 2 Berry Blasts at least to delete. Now we have Space Ninja. This card, the only like synergy I see with this is like Laser Base Alpha. There's literally no other environments to really put this in. Yeah, or I guess getting Barrel of Barrels on it would be very good, but it just can't go any higher than C tier because of how niche it is. You have to use Barrel of Barrels. You have to use Laser Base Alpha. I don't see any other deadly that could be given to this. It's probably somewhere here. Oh yeah, Super Stench. It's just those 3 cards though, and you have to be playing a sneaky zombie that, or a sneaky hero that actually has Super Stench. It's just kind of too niche. It's gonna be put in C tier for now. I can't see it going any higher than that. Now, on the other hand, Tankylosaurus is very strong. I don't see people running this, but it's very good. It's probably a high B tier or a low A tier. When paired with Laser Base Alpha or like Barrel of Barrels, this thing can actually go crazy. And I don't see that many people running it, but it's kind of underused. It might be a low A tier. We might have to go back for that. It does have high health, and I don't see any other way of removing this besides hard removal or hammer time. Tennis Champ, it's strong, but it's easily removed. And the thing is, plants usually having a 1 cost during Mulligan is actually pretty common, so I don't see this going higher than a C tier. Straight A? I mean, doing 4 damage is, yeah, it is pretty aggro actually. Might be a B tier. I can't see this being higher than the B tier. The Humble Walnut. I think it's a B tier. Probably can't go higher than that. It's a 4-1, but then after it just becomes a block meter charger. Trapper Territory, this might be like high A tier or S tier. This thing, it's literally one of the only environments besides Black Hole that literally takes up an environment. You can replace any plant environment. Lots of plant environments are actually 3 to 4 cost. I think one of the only ones that's 2 cost is Coffee Grounds. This thing is actually way better than it seems to be. And if you're Brainstorm, I think you should be running this, unless you want to run Nebula. What is this card? I forgot its name. Unexpected Gifts. Oh, I have not touched this card in so long. Unexpected Gifts. Now, it's just got heavy RNG. It can be very good with Conjure synergy if you're running Brainstorm, but I can't see it going higher than probably a B tier. S tier because it's fun. It's probably better than Fruitcake. It does give the plant player 1 event card, which can be hurtful, but you're getting 3 in exchange. It's actually pretty good. I think we're gonna leave it here. Alright, now we have Unlife. This is probably one of the best budget cards in the Crazy class, paired with Egg. There's a lot of other things you can synergize with Unlife. The carrying of budget decks. I'm gonna leave it as probably a B tier. This might be niche, but the thing is, it has to get like, you have to save it in your hand if you actually want to set it up, and even Egg would have to make it like 3/3 before the trick phase on like turn 2. So why is 1 cost but S tier? Nah, I think it's around B tier, to be honest. You have to save this card. Like, if you have a bunch of eggs or something, you have to play it along with that. It's not like Paparazzi where you can just develop it during the trick phase. I think Paparazzi is probably more removable than this one, but this card is good though. Unlife is still good. It's a good trick bait. That is true. Now we have Valkyrie. Oh boy. So Valkyrie, it's very niche. If you're not doing Trick Stash or literally any like teleport Valkyrie deck, this card is not that great. Just because of its nicheness, it's probably B tier or C tier. It can be like game winning though, so I think I'll leave it in B tier for now. Valk is with the Swabi synergy I was telling you about. Imp deck, Valk deck, TP Mustache Monument. Yeah, it's just very niche though. Okay, now Quasar Wizard is something else. It has the mustache synergy. It conjures you a superpower, which is what literally every like brainy hero just they fiend for the thinking cap. This Valken B is crazy, is top tier. It is a top tier card, but you have to specifically be running it with teleport, or else I don't see like you can't see a Boogaloo class running Valkyrie, even though it's crazy class. It has to come in with teleport. This is just an S tier card, Quasar Wizard. There's no reason not to include this if you have it. Yeah, this dude is so OP paired with Mustache Waxer. It's a must have. Now, Zombot's Wrath. Now this is kind of a complicated card now because of how much it got changed since the last balance patch. The old Zombot's Wrath used to do 3 damage, and then if you had a zombie in every lane, it would do 6. Now it just does 1 damage for every zombie you have in any lane. So if you have 5 zombies in every lane, you would do 5 damage. 1, you would do 1 damage. Now it's just kind of situational now, and I wouldn't like compared to Bungee Plumber, it's definitely not getting used as much. We're probably gonna put it somewhere down here. I think Fruitcake is still better than this. Very opinion based though. I think I'll leave it down here. Probably like mid C tier or something. It's not completely unusable, but I just can't see that much usage for it unless you're like lane clogging a lot. Or I guess Z-Mech would pair well with this because going viral and stuff. Alright, why is Party Zombie in B? Party Zombie? Which one's Party? Oh, Unlife? Unlife is very good, but I think we'll go back and see that. Abracadaver. Now, this card is actually getting used more and more. K-Explosion is useful. No, I just can't. There's no use of, like, using K-Explosion at all when there's Sizzle. Like, Sizzle just mogs this card too much. Now we have Abracadaver, very good card. It actually has pet synergy for some reason because of the rabbit on his hat. I might put this in like a low B tier, to be honest. A lot of plants don't actually play into gravestones sometimes. Even though this is a crazy class, you could get rid of Starch Lord. I mean, I guess, but who plays Dry Starch Lord that much? Okay, now Bobblehead. Yeah, guys, I can't really see Bobblehead doing that well. This might be going down here somewhere. It might even be an F tier. It might be one of the worst legendaries I've seen. This might be a niche take, but Bobblehead is just, it's not that great. Grave Robber. Now, for some reason, this guy has a mustache, and literally just for that, he's getting used in mustache decks a lot. And also, he has 2 bullseye damage for some reason. So he's getting put up here. Literally every Wall Knight user plays Starch Lord. Yes, they do, but like usually they play it along with some other route. Grave Robber is being carried by Mustache Waxer. That's so true. If Mustache Waxer wasn't in the meta right now, this would probably be down in C or D tier. Are zombies better than plants? That's a very opinion-based question that I wouldn't be able to answer. I play both sides a lot, so all right, now we have Garg Throwing Imp. This card, it used to be a 5 cost 2/2, and now it's a 4 cost 1/2. And honestly, it kind of just, I mean, I guess the cost reduction was good, but if it stayed as a 2/2, it would probably be better. Are you ranking every card type? This is the crazy class, and we're almost done actually. Now the problem with this is that it only does 1 damage, but if you get Brute Strength as a superpower, if you're playing one of the heroes that have it, this would probably be higher. It's very situational, and it can only make Gargs that are 5 cost, I believe. Let me check its description. I'm pretty sure it's just Gargs that are 5 cost. Yeah, it's just a random 5 cost Garg in a random lane. And 5 cost Gargs aren't horrible. Like, if you get a hippity hoppity Garg, that could actually pop off. But sometimes plants do have, if they don't have water balloons, if they don't have Weed Whack, this card can actually like pop off just a little bit. Just a little bit. If they have to Berry Blast this or something like that, then this card can just go off a little bit. But besides that, I can't see that being very good. It's just kind of a block meter charger. What's the difference again? Oh, no. So this is the updated version after the balance patch, and the 2.2 is the one before the balance patch. And the new one got a cost reduction of 1, but it also got nerfed and damaged by 1, which makes it less viable. I think if it was a 4 cost 2.2 that made a 5 cost Garg, that would actually be pretty solid. Because then brute strength would make it much more deadly. Now we have Discotron. Now, the fact that this is a 6 cost kind of makes it not as good. But it does make Disco Zombie, and then you can make a backup dancer, which isn't horrible, but it's kind of just... If you're running like 3 to 4 copies of this, it's really just a chump blocker, I'm not gonna lie. But I guess it could pair well with any dancing deck like Flamenco. It's a dancing card in itself. Garg Throwing Imp works with Fireworks, that is true. But you have to be... A lot of these crazy cards synergize with Fireworks Zombie. I guess the Fireworks Zombie is kind of the backbone of the crazy class here, because like Newspaper Zombie, Jester, what else? Oh my gosh, just getting rid of like your 1/1s